if you're travelling. I wouldn't fill it all the way up before you start travelling.
No. So, because we should probably be more go for a day, perhaps stop a night. You know, we're not going to be going weeks at a time.
No, just go a weekend or overnight.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got that point then. So make sure that's closed before you start getting the water in. Make sure your taps are all closed and in the correct position, so they're not going to allow water to go everywhere. Then you can switch your water pump on. So the next process we would be doing is getting the air out of the system. So if you drained everything previously, obviously everything's full of air. So what you need to do is start off on the cold side, open the tap up. You'll get a lot of spluttering. Obviously I've opened this all up already, so I've got all the air out. But what you'll see is splutter, 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 splutter. Once you've got cold running through, what I then do is turn it to the hot side. The reason why we turn it to the hot side is to fill the hot water tank. So if you drain that, you do exactly the same. Obviously you get a lot of that, a lot of air. Just be careful when you open the tank because it starts bouncing everywhere. Okay? So once you've got a solid stream like that, you know you've got a tank full of hot water. Or you've got a tank full of water. Not necessarily hot at that particular point, because you've got to heat it. Obviously it has got
warm up quite well.
But it wasn't that quick, to be quite honest. That I have had it running for at least half an hour.
Had it?
Yeah. So it's not instant heat.
No.
So if you got a cylinder at home with a immersion heater, you know, if you imagine that.
I'd get that hot. You've used it off the mains.
Yeah. Well, I've used gas and electric at the moment, but I'll show you that in a minute. Okay. So it'll take probably 2 or 3 minutes to get the air out of the system, especially on the hot water tank. But on the hot side, open it up. Once you've got a solid stream, you know your hot water tank's full.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you can start heating the water then. So there's two options of how to heat the water. You've got gas, which is this one up here, and you've also got electric. So the gas side of it, if you remember that cover outside, obviously I've taken that off. To operate it on gas, so to remember this, because there's two different controls here, look very similar. Ultra heat is heater, ultra store is storing your hot water. You see that? And on this one it shows electric, and that one shows gas. So we're concentrating on this side, which is your water heater. That is your free heater, which I'll explain in a minute. So to turn your water heater on gas, turn the outer ring so that is lined up with the little flame there. I don't know if you heard that little click then. The green light comes on, and it should fire up. If it fails, like it has just, it's gone to red, and that means it's failed to light. So there'll be a reason for that. One, either you haven't turned the gas on, okay, or you've run out of gas, you've left the cover on, or there's air in the system on the gas as well. So if it's failed, turn it off and give it a few seconds to reset, and then what you do is start it again. What it's trying to do, if you hear it click again, what it's trying to do is purge the air out of the system, if that's what it is. Okay, and then it should take, it may take 2 or 3 attempts, and then it should clear itself. Okay, so I'll switch it off again. Sometimes I probably haven't left it running or switched off long enough. I say your arms get a bit shaky after after it when you're holding that camera. I know, because that fire up there. I know the engineers have just been in. We're looking at the fridge, so it may be they've switched the isolating one off. That we'll make sure it's working in a second. But that's the reason why that red one is, because it's failing. So if it's solid green, then you're fine. If it goes to red, then that means it's failing. Okay. Yes. And you've got a thermostat control on the gas inside here, which is 70 degrees. If whatever's in line with that 0 there, so 70 is obviously 70 degrees, or you can obviously reduce it down to 30. Okay. Well, we'll have another go in that in a second. Right. If you want to operate it on electric, inside the wardrobe is a switch. Which is cleverly hidden. Right, you've got 2 switches there. One that says Ultra Store and one says Ultra Heat. Or should do. Yeah, so these 2 switches here. Okay, Ultra Store is the one we're looking at, which I think is on the one on the left. Obviously it's very important that you don't switch that switch on until you've got water in the tank. If you switch it on before you get water in the tank, it's like boiling a kettle without any water in it. It's going to damage the element. Okay, so it's always wise to, before you leave site, when you're going home, to make sure you switch that off. And then obviously before you switch any water heating on, because if you've left that on and you plug your electric in, that means that element is being heated straight away.
Yeah.
So if you've left that switched on. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll switch that off there now. Okay. You can run it on gas or electric, or you can run it on both. If you want to get the water heated up rather quickly, you can operate on electric and gas at the same time, or if you're happy to wait a bit, half an hour or so, the electric's usually sufficient enough to get a decent amount of hot water. Obviously, as you use it, obviously the hot water tank will start filling up with cold water, so you've got a limited amount of hot water, which is around about 10 litres.
Does the water automatically replace itself
Yes.
once it's switched on?
Yeah. So as you open the tap, it draws the hot water and it tops it back up with cold water.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. As long as you've obviously got water in your tank, in your
Yes.
main tank.
And so if you've been, and how is it you find out how much water you've got in there?
In your hot water tank.
Yeah. Well, in your hot water tank.
Yeah. Well, the hot water tank. The only time you know it's empty and there's not water coming out, when it starts spluttering on the hot side of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. If it starts getting a lot of air or nothing much coming out, you know that you've run out of water anyway.
Run out of water.
Yeah. So it's best to just switch off your water heater.
Yeah, and just on the water tank you're filling up.
Yeah.
That contains water for both cold and hot water, does it?
Well, you've got a cold.
water.
Yeah. You've got a fresh water tank, which is a cold water.
Yeah.
Then that's so it's split. So you got the cold water comes off it, and then the supply goes to your hot water tank. Then
So it's all really one tank.
yeah, one tank to hot water tank, which is
It's
there.
filled up at one place. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying.
it. That's it. Yeah,
So if
yeah.
you run out of water, you run out of
yeah. You've run out of all water, so you need to top it up, which is that
that
opening on the inside.
Because that was a lot more to it than I thought. I must admit.
Yeah, yeah. There's a bit. Yeah, one of it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be too bad. You've got the. You've always got the camera.
Yeah.
There's a